Vibe and Soul's weekly tarot read and yoga session. So this week I've shuffled my major arcana cards, and the card that was pulled for our energy this week is the Chariot card. So I'll just move over a little bit. We can have a closer look at this card. So we have a chariot which is being pulled by two sphinxes. So we have one white sphinx and one black sphinx, and they're actually pulling in different directions. So the warrior in his chariot is actually using his sheer willpower and determination to control his vehicle, as he does not have like reins to steer his chariot. So he's using his strengths and his mental capability, I suppose metaphysically. And as we can see on his canopy, has stars on it, which gives this card a real celestial feel as well. And the Chariot card is like a moment in time between stillness and movement. So it's that pause in between. So if we think about when we breathe in yoga and we take in our inhalation, we can pause here just momentarily before we exhale again and pause. This just allows our body to really settle and the nervous system to really calm down. So I thought that was a really great correlation between the card and pranayama, the breath. So the message of this card for this week is, if you find yourself having any obstacles, any sort of external influence of any type, just know that you'll be able to overcome this with your sheer determination and willpower. And you'll be able to steer your chariot to success, but you're going to need to put in a little bit of hard work and perseverance with it, so that victory is yours. This card can also mean travel, and it usually means road travel as well, so you might be going on a little road trip. So just lastly, looking at a few elements of this card is the horoscope of Cancer, and Cancer is a water sign and it's ruled by the moon. So I thought it would be the perfect time to practice the moon sequence in our yoga session today, which is all about balancing and aligning our bodies. So you can imagine that our bodies are like our chariot, and we're balancing and aligning so that we can draw our sphinxes into alignment and in the right direction, so that we can overcome any obstacles that come our way this week. So it's a really beautiful time to practice the moon sequence 3 days before the full moon and 3 days after the full moon, to really cope well with the moon, because it has a direct effect on our water body. Just like the ocean tide is affected by the full moon, so is our body. So yeah, I look forward to going through that with you in just a moment. Welcome to our yoga session today. Just sitting comfortably, and just remember throughout our yoga practice that we keep our joints nice and relaxed and off lock, so that the energy can move and flow freely throughout the body, releasing stuck energy within the joints, so that we can access this to our benefit, as we are a powerhouse of energy. And just stretching your muscles gently and drawing awareness to the breath. And just remember to work within your own limits throughout our yoga practice. And just as we begin, just sitting comfortably with our spine tall and aligned, crown of the head pointing upwards, feel yourself grounded to the earth through your sitting bones. Relax the shoulders, relax the jaw. Softly close your eyes and observe your breath, just holding no judgment about the breath. And then observe the inhalation flowing all the way down to the lower abdominal area, and then breathing out through the nose. Breathing in once again and pausing before you exhale. And pause at the end of the exhalation momentarily. And then breathing in again. So you're just drawing in that pause between each breath so that the nervous system can settle and relax. And now we begin to lift our arms above our head, breathing in, palms meet. Exhale down to the heart center. Once again, drawing our arms out to the side, palms meet above the crown of the head, breathing in, exhale to the heart center. One more time. Breathe in, filling the chest, and exhaling down to the heart center. As we come into a nice easy twist, so we're warming and activating our body before our practice. So opposite hand to opposite knee, and on an exhalation, twisting the spine to look over the shoulder. Breathe in as you come back to center, and exhale as you move the opposite hand to opposite knee and looking over the opposite shoulder. Spine is tall. Crown of the head pointing upwards. Inhale back to center, and just doing one more to each side. So we're not tensing any of the joints, we're keeping the back nice and relaxed. Moving into our easy twist. Lengthen the spine and then coming into your twist. Breathe in as you come back. And from here we're going to draw the soles of our feet together. Spine is still nice and tall, neck long, crown of the head pointing upwards. Drawing your toes out a little bit if you need to release the groin. But just with each exhalation, see if you can just release that groin area a little bit and allow the knees to fall towards the floor. And then we begin to gently pulse the knees up and down in a butterfly stretch. So we're just pulsing the knees, very subtly releasing through that groin area. Making sure your jaw's relaxed, not holding tension within the body. And then from here, we just begin to rock side to side. So we're just rocking on our sitting bones. So we're gently massaging our buttocks, just feeling into that piriformis muscle as we gently rock from side to side. Might have a few creaks and cracks in the bottom, in the muscles as you release. And then coming to a central position and extending your left leg out to the side, grabbing the right ankle with the right hand. So same hand, same ankle, threading through, and gently rocking your leg in and out. Your little leg baby, just gently rocking so that we're warming the hip flexors, the hip flexor muscles, warming this area before our yoga practice today. Use the opposite hand to steady yourself. Spine is tall and our crown is pointing upwards. So we're keeping our alignment. And then releasing that leg, threading the left hand through, grabbing the left ankle and gently rocking from side to side. Feel your hips warming and releasing. Getting the circulation of the legs moving. And when you have warmed your hip, you can release your leg back down. Just bringing your leg wide And imagine you're holding onto a spoon and you're just stirring a giant pot. So you're reaching out from the hips towards your toes, so you're keeping your spine tall. If you prefer to be stirring a cauldron, you can visualize this. You're stirring your pot, reaching out, lengthening the spine and coming back in. So you're just doing a nice side bend towards each leg, drawing the chest towards the thigh and drawing your circles. And then we're going to go the other way. So coming around the other way, releasing the lower back. You might need your knees slightly bent, so if you have tight hamstrings, it can become uncomfortable. So making sure your knees are off lock. That's great. Awesome. And then drawing your legs back together, and we're coming up into a kneeling position now, so just resting comfortably on your heels with your buttocks, spine is tall, and we're going to release through our shoulders and our thoracic area of the spine. Arms come out to the side, and drawing your right arm on top of your left, wrapping the arms so that the palms meet. As we come into the Garuda, the eagle. So you're forming the eagle beak with your hands, but you're releasing through that upper back muscles, releasing the shoulders. With each exhalation, allow the shoulders to drop down. Now your right, so opposite side, comes around, wrapping, palms meet. Breathe in. Exhale, releasing the shoulders, allow them to drop down, allow the neck to be soft. Feeling that beautiful stretch in the thoracic area of the spine. If your palms can't quite meet, you can just draw the palms together and you'll still have the same benefit. Releasing the arms. And now we're going to begin our moon sequence. So we're sitting like in our kneeling position, which is just like the Chariot. So palms are at the heart center. Observing the breath. And as we breathe in, we come up and our left leg extends forward into the runner position. Turning the back foot in slightly so it's like a little rudder and you get your balance. Spine is tall, making sure the front knee is not going over the toes. Hands come out and open, palms turn upwards. Breathe in and lift above the head, palms meet. Exhale to heart center. Coming out once again and open. Drawing that left forearm to the top of the thigh. If it's a little bit hard to reach to the floor, or bring your fingertips to the floor and extending the right arm up to the ceiling, making sure on your twist you are breathing out. Looking upwards towards the moon, gazing towards the earth, push strong through the front leg and open. Then we come to the opposite side with our right hand inside of the foot, extending the left arm up to the ceiling. So we're balancing and aligning each side of our body, just like the Chariot is drawing it into alignment by steering his sphinxes. Breathe in and lift and open. Palms meet above the crown, drawing down to the heart center. Bringing your front leg back to meet the back leg, back into the kneeling position, back into the Chariot. Then we're moving forward and coming into the Sphinx pose. So lowering yourself to the floor, legs are together, tops of the feet to the floor, forearms come through. Can't really see me, I'm sorry, so I will just move back a little bit in a moment. But we want to align our elbows under our shoulders. Hands, palms to the earth, fingers are spread wide. So I'm just going to move backwards so you can see me. Legs together, elbows tucked under shoulders, rolling the nose, the chin through, lifting the chest and allowing the navel center to rest on the floor in the Sphinx. Spine, neck, head are aligned. Breathe out as you turn to look over the right shoulder. Breathe in back to center and exhale, turning to look over the left shoulder. Back to center, chin to chest, and release. Pushing back into the extended child's pose. So bringing your bottom back to your heels, resting your tummy between your knees, stretching your arms along your mat. Stretching the lower back and releasing the lower back area. Hands come to knees and slowly, slowly uncurling so that your spine can stack and your head comes up last. So now we balance and align the other side of the body. So we want our chariot to be moving forward in complete alignment and using our determination and strength. So then the right leg comes forward into the runner, checking your alignment. Your spine is tall, knees are not going over toes, turning your back rudder inwards. Palms come out and open. Breathe in, exhale, palms face towards the sky, lift above the crown. Exhale, down to heart center. Coming out once again and open. Drawing the right forearm to the top of the thigh or bringing fingertips to the outside of the foot, extending the opposite arm up towards the sky or the moon, feeling the energy flow through the front of the body to the heart space. Push strong through the front leg and open. Opposite hand comes to the inside of the front foot. Breathe in, exhale, twist, and opening up the opposite arm towards the ceiling, gazing upwards. So here you can see we're balancing and aligning both sides of our body, balancing our water body in our moon sequence. Palms meet above the crown, extending outwards, back to the heart center, drawing that knee back and coming into a kneeling position. And that concludes our moon sequence today. So thank you for joining me for yoga practice and the Chariot card tarot read. May your week be beautiful. Love and gratitude. Namaste. And you can follow me on Instagram at vibin_souls or Facebook page Vibin Souls. And I look forward to next week. Thank you.